It was a very hot afternoon, and two close friends, the ladybird and the ant, were sat chatting under an apple tree. As is often the case in stories, fairies lived in this apple tree. They talked amongst themselves. "Look at those two down there. One is a ladybird and the other an ant, but still they are such good friends." One of the fairies suddenly had an idea. "We'll see just how good friends they are," she said. Suddenly, the most beautiful apple on the tree fell right in front of the two friends. At first, the ladybird and the ant were frightened. After all, the apple was huge. Just then, the apple split in two, revealing a fairy. "I've been listening to you chat for some time, and you have a wonderful friendship. I shall give you a gift to test this friendship you have," she said. The two friends eagerly asked what the present was. The fairy answered, "Now I will give you two treasure maps that lead to the same treasure. One of the roads is long, the other short. You can go together or separately. Whoever gets there first will get the treasure. If you go together, you will share the treasure," said the fairy. The ant answered, "No need for two maps. One will be enough. We'll set out together." But the ladybird said something the ant wasn't expecting. "Let's take a look at these two maps, just to see." The ant was a little upset because he thought they would go together, but he didn't say anything. The fairy started to describe the maps. "One of the roads is long but safe. If you're patient and hardworking, you will take this road." "What about the other?" asked the ladybird. "The other is short but a little dangerous. However, with some luck, you will reach the treasure in no time." "Well," said the ladybird, "I am known for being lucky. Give me that map." And without a word to the ant, the ladybird set off. She didn't even say goodbye. What could the ant do but choose the longer road? The two went their separate ways. On the way to the treasure, the ladybird came across a pearl. The pearl was almost as heavy as the ladybird herself, and truth be told, the ladybird had no need for a pearl on this journey. But she took it as a sign of good luck, tied the precious pearl to her back, and went on her way. Now let me tell you about the ant. The ant went far and wide, up the hill and down the river. Walk as he may, he saw he had only gone a stone's throw at most. The ladybird was in no hurry, since she knew her road was short. She felt as though on a leisurely stroll. The only problem was, the pearl she was carrying was very heavy. In time, the ladybird grew quite tired. She thought to herself, "As long as I'm this lucky, I'll make it to the treasure in no time." She decided to rest for a while. She found a nest covered in webs and started sleeping. After a while, she felt a large shadow come over her, and she woke up. Her resting place turned out to be the home of a spider. The ladybird and her precious pearl had become entangled in the spider's web. She could have just flown out of there, but she couldn't bear to part with her precious pearl, and so remained, unable to leave that place. Try as she may, she only became more entangled as she tried to free the pearl. Now she couldn't get out of the webs even if she tried. The spider inched closer and closer. "I wish I hadn't tied this pearl to my back. I could have escaped," the ladybird thought. While the ladybird toils away, let's catch up to the ant. From afar, the ant saw a shining pearl and his friend the ladybird. He left the road that led to the treasure and rode on the wing of a swallow to save his friend. The ladybird was filled with hopelessness when she saw her friend coming to her rescue. The ant chomped at the webs and broke them. They could not free the pearl, but the ladybird no longer cared. She thanked the ant. "Come," she said to the ant, "let's follow your map now." The two friends went down the longer and safer road together. They reached a treasure trove of shining white pearls and emeralds of greenest green. Even the smallest of the pearls was many times bigger than the one the ladybird had left behind in the spider's web. 3 apples fell from the sky. One for the one who told this story, one for the one who listened, and one for the ladybird and the ant.